Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to dive into next 4 weeks money, career, success. Let's see what's happening for you. We're going to start by pulling some symbols. This is going to give us a general idea, and then I'm going to jump into your coffee cup. By the way, if you're new here, I am Divine Light, and if you go on to enjoy this message, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Let's see what we have here. A tiger doing something risky, taking a chance, and I feel like this is also the courage filling you up. So if you get this sudden feelings of courage, encouragement, and willing to do something, or if there's an area, that idea that you feel disencouraged, okay, and suddenly you feel like, okay, I can make this happen, that's the moment that you should start taking action, okay, before the suspicion sets in, or the doubt. We have the pig here. Beware of greed. I feel like bewaring of the greed and the rat coming, someone working against you behind your back. So beware of a greedy person. So this can be a person that is telling you that what you're doing is not good enough. You need to do more, which can be also like breaking your spirit. So that's why beware of greedy people around you. And also maybe if you're working like exchanging something and somebody's actually taking more than what you give, it's time to just draw a boundary there, because maybe they are taking way too much. That can really make you feel drained at the end of the day. We have a diamond here, beautiful diamond right there inside of the flowers. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I feel like you are receiving one. Crack cup, dissatisfaction with life. The crack cup is, okay guys, kind of reminds me of the Four of Cups vibe, because the Four of Cups symbolizes that you already have 3 cups in your hand, but you are only seeing the temporary problems appearing, and whatever that you're doing is for a long term, for a lifetime. If this is like a passion that you're pursuing, or a business or a job, or maybe you're retired and you're planning for something for the retirement, it is going to, what you put energy to is going to, taking chance, taking risk, is going to last for a lifetime. You have a diamond in your hand. So don't let the temporary clouds to actually lower your mood, okay? Like make you put it into maybe disappointment mode. Let's dive into the coffee cup and see, because this is for the next 4 weeks. You might feel the vibe, but you can see the head of the dragon inside of your cup. Dragons, fire and passion. So that's why I feel like maybe this greed can symbolize that you're being really passionate about what you want to create, which is going to attract people who are also wanting a piece of that. So beware of their greed. So you might, let's say a musician, I see there's a tears of joy, good news coming in within the first week. I see you're a musician and you have a gem in your hand, but they're telling you, okay, you need to make a contract for the lifetime and eternity. This is actually going to, we're gonna give you a one hit wonder, but then you're gonna sell everything to the one that is actually giving you the contract. So that might be a very risky thing, but when it comes to the tiger, but it is also extremely greedy as well. Like we have access to the whole world wide web, the world right now. So if you believe that you can make it happen, you don't have to be the victim of the greed right there, okay? It was an example. It doesn't have to apply to your situation, but it can be something similar too. I see someone is coming here. You're standing up very strong and straight. Somebody is begging you to maybe give them something. I see there's like heart shapes around them. This is someone like they are in love with what you're putting out there. They're in love with your work. They're in love with your energy. And it seems like you're not really paying too much of an attention, because there's a bigger authority in front of you. And you're talking to that bigger authority. You're giving your mind to that bigger authority. You're not really paying attention to the one who is begging you, because that begging can be also a manipulation tactic. Maybe they're telling you that I'm going to give you everything, but when you sign the contract, when you tie yourself that place, you're going to come to understand that it's not what it is. What I see here is behind this big guy kind of looks like a frog, the face. You can see the scales are forming. Scales are being fair. So there's going to be a fair offer coming forward. It can be for your home. It can be for your business. It can be for your work that you're doing. There's going to be a fair offer coming forward, which I see a clean contract, clean paper behind it. So it's not that far away, but if you are illusioned or disillusioned, let's say, by the appearances, that can really cost you in the long run. That can be like you realize momentarily you have something valuable, but yes, again, it's the greed here, and someone's working against you behind your back. You might have to hand over everything that you have because of that one moment. Like the feeling of desire being desired. Okay, it can be even like switching your jobs. Maybe somebody is telling you, oh, come to my company, I'll offer you, I'll give you more. But when you get there, you maybe come to see that you might get paid more, but you might not have the same health benefits, for example. You might not have the same conveniences or extras or bonuses. And, it might end up being just a pure an empty like an offer that is not going to really pay for nothing. We have here there are 3 pathways within the second week. You can see these are like also looking like 3 platforms, like staggering. It can be something that step by step, which is going to elevate you to like a higher level here. These are phone lines. This can even be you connecting with the right people, like step by step by connecting with maybe a hierarchically on the lower level to the higher level, going to like a staggering steps you're taking, which is carrying to the highest level, which I see here. There's a Hierophant 5, a man with a tall hat sitting down. This can be representative of an authority. It can be a spiritual authority. It can be a government, a legal authority right there. And I see there's a heart, kind of like an anatomical heart forming here that you're sitting on. It seems like the conversation you will have with this authority will actually present a diamond right there. You can see the shape of a teardrop shape of diamond there, which we have a diamond here. That's why I feel you might be getting a gift. And the dragon forming starting to form there. So when you start to get the gift, offer, opportunity, resource, your dragon starts to really rise up. You can actually consider this as a water dragon as well. I don't know why this actually came to me. I think I don't know if you ever heard of this cartoon, and I think it's also anime called Pokemon. There was a water dragon there, and that just came to me as a vision. It had like this little one line of mustache and stuff. So I see that this is actually the water dragon that you're riding. Why is this so significant, guys? Because you're a water sign. So this is something that is going to improve your power. It's going to give you more life, more power. So it was a fire dragon. It will be mixing 2 energies, 2 different elements to create steam and power, but this is not going to be that way. Think of it like a massive wave that you're becoming and coming and hitting to like this goal to knock it off or just receive what you desire. Okay, so it seems like this is something that will bring more power to you. I see a letter E here. Someone, it's on their skirt. They're dancing. They're throwing up their hands up in the air and just jumping with joy. So this can be the deal, the diamond. When you receive it, it can be really something you will appreciate. E can be in your first name or the last name. E can be in the name of the things that you desire. A house, for example, or maybe this is like in the name of a street or the company or whatever it is. When it comes, it is going to be really fulfilling you. Like you're going to be enjoying it very well. Towards the end of the month, I see here, you can see the piggy actually starting to form, like kind of like forming like a human as well. So this greedy person, maybe they're not going to show you who they are until you get to that point. But at that point, they're not going to be able to hide themselves anymore, and they're becoming clear and clear who this like what they're doing behind the curtain, or how they're being greedy, how they're manipulating you. It is going to actually become really clear. You can see here there is a butterfly butterfly above them. This can be also your metamorphosis. If this is a person that you always allowed them to do things and they're now freely doing this kind of stuff, you're gonna have like a metamorphosis and you're gonna start saying no to this behavior. Let's dive into yourself. So now if you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. We're gonna have a full moon. I think it's the May 1st. We have a crescent moon here. The full moon, I feel like that is going to have an effect on you, and that is going to bring a lot of light. I see here a lot of light into your life, and illumination and understanding. And if there's anything hidden, it's going to be released. And I see here your desire coming extremely fast, by the way, one of them. And there's a second one also following that. And there's also this timeline is closing a cycle for you. When we get back to the crescent moon vibes, this is actually the other half of the month, it seems like. It is also, I told you, maybe an authority, a legal authority is supporting you. Crescent moon can symbolize an authority, like someone, an institution that has power is like right there, bringing more light into you, your life, your heart space. We have someone here who actually maybe has a weapon or something in their hand, and they have a wolf in front of them. They're in your heart. And there's also a horse head here. Horse means wish fulfillment. This person has like a mirror, maybe. Wolf can symbolize as wolf pack and families. So this person might be someone protecting you with, there's a tool in their hand. The tool can be even an information, a paperwork, something that you need to file. And that's why then the crescent moon gets involved in your situation, okay? Let's see what tarot has to say. We're going to pull more clarity here. And if you made it so far, please do comment down below. Let me know. Are you enjoying this part of the reading as well? Okay. What do we have here? 5 of Gabriel is 5 of Wands. So there's a challenge, but on the bottom, I see 3 of Cups here. So you might be challenged by people around you or competition. And this is also a challenge you can resolve, but I feel like some of you might be even pulled into other people's dramas. That's why 3 of Cups coming, loving people, family, friends, supporting you, coming, showing up there to tell you that you don't have to get involved with these people. You don't have to be a part of that conflict and competition. You can just have patience with yourself and those around you and withdraw from the drama of others if you want to avoid this conflict, okay? And even like getting your energy drained. The cracked cup can be because of this kind of stuff as well. We have here a piece. This is the original tarot death card, but this is also telling me that there's something's coming to an end because there's a new beginning, Ace of Cups, a new offer coming forward that will be really enjoyable by you. Another thing here is if you have anything, you're focused so much and you're not seeing any progress at the situation. It is like doing the same thing over and over again here. This is basically telling you it's time to release that situation, leave it in the past, okay? Even this conflict and competition. Maybe you're trying to resolve this, but it seems like maybe it is time to leave that space that you don't really have anything to learn, anything to gain from there. Sometimes when we're done, which happens to me most of the time, and now I'm seeing with my daughter, it happens in her life too. Sometimes places actually push you out. People act in a way that they become really repulsive and annoying sometimes, and just they push you out of there. Instead of trying to fight your way back in, maybe it's time to just start looking for other opportunities. And what happens is, every time, without missing a beat, soon as you say, you know what, yeah, I think I'm done here. The life wants me, my life, my angels, my spirit, destiny wants me to move on to a new direction. What happens is immediately something better, something greater, something much more peaceful shows up, okay? So yeah, exactly like that. Queen of Cups is your vibe, your kind, understanding, giving, and psychic vibe. This is basically telling you to follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy, psychic information. So again, with the Scorpio vibe here with the piece, number 13, you are being guided intrinsically, like intuitively, you're being guided to a way out of where you are. So instead of fighting, start maybe looking for a change. Okay. Let's see if last one. Yeah, Two of Cups, your heart's desire, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. It says, this can be a partnership, a business partnership, or someone who's really like vibing with you, showing up here. Another thing with that is don't give up on those who you love, it says. But the thing is, this is about material success. That's why when I see the Two of Cups in the material success readings, it is about really finding something that you have an exchange of energy. What you put out is getting back to you multiplied instead of just getting breadcrumbs. Okay. And I feel like some of you are leaving a breadcrumb situation to something has equal and balanced exchange. We have your angel of Archangel Raphael coming with a cleansing. So this new place, new vibe is going to also require you to clean your energy. There are many rituals that you can apply, and if you have any rituals, do comment down below that you do anything. Maybe you speak to your water before you drink it, or you do like a salt cleanse around your house with wipe them with salt water. So whatever it is that makes you feel clean, makes you feel refreshed. It can be even working out and just, sweating out all that negative toxins. That is required. Archangel Raphael is also like symbolizes health. That is going to bring a healthy thinking. It's going to open your mind to see the healthy ideas. We have also a Zapkiel with romance. Two of Cups is romance. This is about romanticizing your life, guys. Instead of just looking at life as mechanical, I woke up in the morning, I made my coffee, drank the coffee, I get back to my to-do list, and I start checking things one by one. You can turn that into like an enjoyable experience, everything. While you're preparing your coffee, maybe put an extra something in there that will make you feel special. Maybe a cup of honey, or what I do is a little bit different. I put a little bit like maybe coconut oil or butter, maybe a tiny like a drop of salt, sea salt, which is also like something that fills me up when drink that. It can be something like that. Romanticizing your life is paying attention to yourself, taking your vitamins properly. That will actually show the universe, look, I give myself the utmost care, so you give me what I deserve. Okay, we have the Sandalphon with the planetary cycles. I mentioned that we're going to have a full moon. And if you are interested with other stuff happening, they're affecting basically your energy, your vibe. Go ahead and check out all those cycles coming to an end, all these new things starting now for you during this timeline. And they're going to be also helpful for you to make decision. Finally, we have the Raziel with the intuition, Cancer. You are really powerful when it comes to sensing the intuitive guidance as a water sign. And Queen of Raphael also tell you trustworthy psychic information. The thing is, everything's going to speak to you. Are you going to listen? That's not going to be coming to your ears from outside. Everything's going to be coming to you from inside, reflection, your inner ears. Your heart is going to hear it. But you need to follow it in order for you to benefit from it, okay? This is your final message. We have King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups is amazing, actually. Alignment here. We have God seeing everything. So everything, if you're feeling like I'm not being seen, I'm not being heard, I'm not receiving my prayers, this is basically telling you God sees everything that you do and delivering it in the right place, in the right time. And here you see that you're being taken care of and loved. Restitution, finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. I told you, if you have anyone doing things behind you, they're going to be made up, like you're going to see them. And also you're going to receive what belongs to you back, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.